Caroline, do you want to tell us a bit about how you found Blake?
Well, you gave me a call one day, and I think it was about 2 years ago in the summer month. And you called me and you said, I found the perfect horse. And I remember you sent me the videos through WhatsApp, and it was 2 very blurry videos of you jumping an oxer and doing on a 20-meter circle. And I couldn't see much, but I knew when you gave me a call and you said you had a special horse, I believe everything you say, to be honest. You found the most special horses. So we put on a plane a week later, and haven't looked back since.
This is true. Mary Mangan did a great job producing him, and since the first day I saw him as a 4-year-old, I was trying to buy him, and finally at the end of his 5-year-old season we got the chance to. But since you've gotten Blake, what have you done with him, or how's he progressed?
Yeah, so I got him the summer of his 5-year-old year. A big goal of mine is to do the Youngevent Horse in America, because if you place well in the 5-year-olds, you have the opportunity to fly over to Lyon as a 7-year-old. So I took him there, and we had quite awful weather. I think we had mud all the way up to his knees, and so they actually split the division in half because it got rained out. And he, of course, won the muddy division. We call the Division A. And then he had a really quiet winter, and then he spent his 6-year-old year going FEI and doing the 2-star level, and I believe he won 2 or 3 2-stars.
I think, to correct you, FE Ratings did actually do a stat, and I think yourself and Liz Halliday were 2 of the only riders to have a 6-year-old win 4 FEIs in one season.
He's a winning machine, isn't he? And then this year we bumped him up to intermediate level, and I had one quiet intermediate national run, and then he placed actually second in the 3-star short at Red Hills, which is a really challenging track. He was in a division with a whole bunch of 5-star horses, so he held his own, and we're prepping to do a 3-star long in April, and then hopefully head over to England this summer, and then Lyon as a 7-year-old.
Yeah, so you got the amazing grant to go over to Europe for the summer. What made him stand out with you and your lovely bunch of advanced horses and be like, okay, he's one that's definitely getting one of those plane spots?
Yeah, he has a remarkable brain. He is absolutely stunning. He gives you 110%. When you go in the shows, he fights harder than any of the other horses. He wants to go and he wants to win. And none of my horses can perform quite like him. He might not be the superstar every day when you're riding him at home, but when you show up at that show, he knows he's there to win.
So Galway Bay Blake, he is a pet around the barn. I know that, but maybe explain to everyone else what he's like on a day-to-day basis.
We jokingly gave him the nickname Princess because he wants the whole day to be about him. He wants to be groomed, he wants to be brought in first, he wants the most amount of hay, most amount of grain, he wants to be the center of attention all day, every day.
So I know you have a large team of advanced horses, and obviously that's a very costly thing, and owners are extremely important. So this year, friends and owners of yours have bought into Blake. Do you want to talk a bit more about that?
Yeah, so I was approached by a client October last year, literally the day before I was heading to the 2-star long, and they offered me a crazy amount of money, and so I had to figure out either sell the horse or try to find owners. So I'm really blessed that Andy and Molly and Lizzie Hoff bought into him. They're incredible clients and friends, and I'm so blessed to have them. And the thought of losing this horse, it was devastating to me. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. It was one of those things I was just like, I can't live without this horse. So I rung them up, and they were just willing and happy to help. So I'm just a huge shout out to them. I'm so grateful to them. So hopefully I'll make them proud and he'll win something big.
So this is leading up to one of my favorite weeks of the year, the Royal Dublin Horse Show, or the RDS as we call it. I find the Youngevent horse classes, they're absolutely brilliant, and I target most of mine at it, and that's one of the first places I saw Blake and many other the horses we send over. Do you think having done that and the exposure to be at a big 5-star show, jumping those classes, helped him?
Absolutely. Yeah, the thing with Blake is, like I said, when he goes to the competitions, he turns it on and he actually performs better at the shows, and I don't have to worry about atmosphere so much. Sometimes I go to a show and I have quite a few horses, so Blake would be one of those few horses I wouldn't have to worry about doing ring familiarization or worry about the crowds or worry he's going to be stressed. So he has such a great foundation that, it makes my job as a competitor easy.
Cool. Well, I know I'm so excited to come watch him in Europe, and I don't think the horses over there are any different to the ones over here. I hope to see him on that podium every time he goes out. Thank you very much for informing us a little bit more about your princess.
Thank you. I have high hopes for the guy, and yeah, I hope to make everyone proud.